You want to rant?
How goes? Welcome to the Let's Rant podcast. I am Casey Animation, and I'm joined today by the one and only.
A soda? Wait.
Yeah, I think this is staying in. I'm not redoing that.
Okay, go ahead. By the one and only.
Toxic Toucan.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, cool. I'm also joined by Astro, who apparently has a thing for soda during recordings.
Viva la revolution. Communism will never die.
Oh, that's a steamy meme.
It's pronounced me.
So, the elephant in the room is that we haven't done one of these in a while. So, a lot of
definitely not the
topics
fact
and
that
stuff that we...
One of the hosts isn't here.
Well, I mean, it's been like... I think everybody's been busy.
It's been hard to get it back together.
Mainly Toxic apparently has things to do.
I'm sorry, I work sometimes. My full-time job.
I mean, yeah, it's not your fault that you don't have enough time, but yeah. Anyway, let's see. So we're just gonna go through some of the topics, like real quick, like speed run.
Yeah. We're gonna call this podcast specifically Dead Topic Podcast. That'll be the name of this one, right?
Sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure, that works.
Sounds good.
I gotta write that down now, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Dead Topic Podcast.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go. Okay, so what do we want to start with? I guess the ad revenue thing on YouTube.
Oh, the boycott?
Is it a boycott?
I don't know. That's what people are calling it, right? Yeah.
What are we boycotting?
We don't want it. It's bad. I don't know.
Bad stuff
so
on YouTube.
We're boycotting.
I don't even have enough views to have ads on my channel. Well, I do because I'm already partnered, but if I was getting partnered, I would not be accepted because I have under 10,000 views, which is a new rule that YouTube set up where if you don't have over 10,000 views, you cannot run ads on your channel. Which I feel like is a fair rule. Like, really, who's enjoying those like 2 cents you make for a video? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Less people have ads now, I guess. You know, maybe more ads go to the people who need them. I don't know.
Like me.
Yeah, that's a good way of handling it, I think. Especially, like, just personally, I didn't ever run ads on my channel just because, you know, I wasn't going to make enough money to do anything with it, and then it was also just going to annoy anybody watching it. It's like, come on, dude, you have, like, less than 100 subs, and you're running ads.
Yeah, I should turn ads off on my channel as well. Because I feel like they're not necessary. I forget that they're even there because I use YouTube Red and all those ad stuff's, you know, not there in the end. When I
I've been thinking about getting YouTube Red. It's kind of nice.
It's a nice feature. So, what do you guys think about the YouTube ad boycott?
Why is it a boycott? I still don't understand.
It's what they say in every video. It's a boycott.
Because
what are they boycotting?
So
the ads, the big companies are boycotting YouTube, essentially. Yeah. Is that okay? I don't see it as a boycott. I see it as just like happened, those companies didn't want to be involved anymore.
Well, a boycott is a voluntary abstinence from something, some organization, more than likely. So it's like you're like, oh, our company is not going to be affiliated with KFC anymore, so we never put our ads on KFC windows. Yeah,
that's a good point.
That would be like a boycott. Whereas with YouTube, they were like, these ads are showing up on extremist videos. We're doing a boycott. We won't put our ads on YouTube anymore, and so they pulled out.
Yeah. So do you want to go over like what happened with?
I think everyone knows what happens. YouTube. We're like a few months behind.
Some people might not know. Just to sum it up here, I'll sum it up real briefly. The Wall Street Journal basically went to some of the bigger companies like Coke and Pepsi and showed them YouTube videos where their ads were running on them, and then they were racist, like, bad videos that no company would want to be a part of. And because of that, Coke and Pepsi and a lot of other big companies have pulled their ads from...
Dr. Pepper's still running hard on the YouTube scene.
Dr. Pepper? I thought they were a part of...
Dr. Pepper's top tier. I know, it's part of Pepsi, I think, right? It's like a subsidiary brand. I know they like responded to Keemstar. He was like, thanks for still running ads. And he's like, anything for you, Keem, or something like that.
That's pretty good.
That's great.
So Dr. Pepper is my new favorite soda. Or actually, it's always been my favorite soda. But, you know,
tastes like medicine.
You taste like medicine.
Whoa.
How would you know that? I'm underage.
There's going to be a compilation of weird, like... I feel like...
Asian people are yellow because of their pigments or something, right? Toxic?
Oh, man. Shout out to that.
We're going to throw Astro off the podcast.
I'd like to see you try.
Less 14-year-olds. More.
I'm not 14. I'm 15. And I carry this podcast.
Freaking 12.
I carry this podcast.
All right, so...
the podcast is going on. You're still thinking about, like, girls in grade school or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So I think we're done with that topic.
Wait.
There's not much more to talk about. For
Casey,
crying out loud.
I bring ethnicity to the podcast.
Sure. I mean, nobody can see you underneath that space helmet. But if they could, they would know you were brown.
Whoa.
It's okay if you were
don't
Asian,
assume my
you'd be
color.
translucent. So.
Okay, all right. So we've covered the ad revenue part. But we have plenty of other things to talk about.
Well, I wanted to say that...
You all right there?
I'm dying. This is what happens when we do a podcast at 11:30 at my nighttime, and I can't speak either.
It's 8:30, you freak.
What?
Anyway.
He's in a different time zone, genius.
you Nimbus.
PST is the only one that counts. Continue,
Anyways.
please.
All right.
I was just going to say the boycott sucks. Like, it does suck that they've all pulled out, and it makes sense for the bigger creators. Obviously, small creators like us are like, well, it sucks for bigger creators, changed. But, I mean, it doesn't change for us. So if I was to do a video that's like, the boycott, like, oh, this is destroying my channel, then I would be lying, because I don't make money off of YouTube at all, because we're just little guys. But I suppose if I was bigger, I'd be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a job for a lot of these people. So...
Job security. It's got to be rough not having that extra.
What else happened
anyway, let's talk... let's talk about the... let's talk about Ukulele, because I'm curious what you guys thought about that.
It's a good game.
There's a new game called Ukulele that was made by the same people behind Banjo-Kazooie. And it's like the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, I've been following that game for like 4 years, like, or however long it's been. I don't know, but since
4 years.
Wow, it was in development for like a long time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the series as a whole.
Since it got kickstarted. No, I've been following Banjo, and I got Banjo and Tooie when I was like 11 years old, and I played that game.
Wow.
Hours and hours on end.
Honestly, I've never played a Banjo-Kazooie game.
Wow.
I got an emulator for it. It's pretty fun.
It's a great game. It's worth it. 100%.
All right.
Probably better than Ukulele. It's definitely better than Ukulele.
That's 100% for sure.
Yeah, it seems like everybody was kind of expecting more, but
the game is not awful, what I feel like, and don't get me wrong, the game has its flaws. But I feel like a lot of companies do this thing, or a lot. It's like that bandwagoning effect, where I feel like if a game gets criticism right off the gate from a few sources, then like the game will just go and it'll just die. Like it'll just like blow up with criticism because everybody just kind of follows suit. They'll be like, "Oh, the game is generally getting criticism. Criticize it." It's the same thing with like what people are complaining about YouTube commentators doing. Is if one thing gets a majority of something, then people naturally want to lean in towards whatever the general opinion is because people want to be accepted for...
We're all sheep.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mindless sheep.
It's always going to either be, like, overhyped and, like, have its praises sung way more than it should have, or it'll be, like, over-criticized.
Andromeda, and it's like, oh, that's the worst game ever, and it's bad, but it's not that bad.
The animation in that is pretty funny.
It is funny, but that's the thing is, like, games get dissed. Maybe I'm just, like, a little bit less hardcore on my opinions, but games get dissed like right off the gate, tend to just like die. Except No Man's Sky, that game deserved all of the diss that it got. That game was awful compared.
Jeez,
man, yeah. No Man's Sky,
brutal.
10 out of 10. So
well, you know this is the dead topic. No Man's Sky.
The reason I brought up ukulele though is right before they were about to release the game, then they brought up how they were taking JonTron out of the voice of the game as one of the voice actors, which
is
was
retarded. Because have you heard his
stupid
voice? Have you heard his voice lines that were in the game?
Yeah, it was like barely anything.
All the voices in the game are like cut up like the original Banjo game. So they're like,
oh yeah,
they're all like weet want weet want weet want. Like they don't have real voices. They're just like clips of a voice. Like, yeah, that's perfect. Wow,
less garbage.
That's kind of like what John sounds like.
Jeez.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're just like, and then they replaced it with like a slightly higher version. I was like, who would be playing that game? And they'd be like, is that JonTron? JonTron's a racist. I am mad now. Like what?
Yeah.
I guess I understand this game.
The difference, I guess, is the people that knew that JonTron would be in the game, they assumed would be mad that he was in the game.
What's the thing? Nobody knew. Nobody knew that he was going to be in the game until they said he wasn't going to be in the game.
That's true.
It's like all they're doing is just shooting themselves in the foot, essentially.
They were trying to be politically correct. And even JonTron was like, I respect that what you're trying to do in being politically correct.
Whatever.
But you know, at the same time, they lost a lot of customers because of it. Because like a lot of the people,
nobody cares about political correctness anymore.
That's not true.
Donald Trump
is not true.
For president.
And
I'm saying political correctness is a thing of the past.
Yeah,
no more.
Screw you, Casey.
A lot of crazy people out there. All PC.
I don't know. Is that not?
Okay. You're being
Casey is the most PC
incorrect
person I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
I politically am correct because I always vote for the right president.
Good one, Toxic.
Oh man.
Next topic.
That's. All right.
That doesn't even imply who I voted for. I'm just saying. I was trying to. Oh my gosh. We need to move on to the next subject. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore.
That sounds good. Okay, so last time we did this podcast, we had a guest on.
We did? I wasn't here.
Oh yeah, you weren't here?
Nope.
Well, anyway, his name was VWQ, and he is a commentator on the YouTube platform that and he recently, I guess kind of recently, made a video about like a different commentator called Kavos.
Yeah, he's the one that Keemstar seems to be backing pretty heavily right now, like giving him a lot of publicity. Kavos, he's doing all right. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I don't know. People were wondering what our opinions are about like who's right, who's wrong. I don't think either of them really had like solid like.
I have no idea
They
what
both
we're
had
talking
problems.
I feel like Kavos does these like below the belt kind of like insults, which are funny to me. I find them funny.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh,
I have no idea what genre we're talking about.
Sit on the sidelines.
Oh, okay. I might as well just leave.
You can just go to the bathroom or something.
Just go to bed.
I'm going to get water. Bye.
So Kavos, has a very like below the belt humor. He's kind of just a dick to be a dick, and I find it funny that maybe that's part of my sense of humor. And then I do have to say, like, VWQ, he basically made a video about why trying to expose Kavos for different reasons, and most of his points kind of faltered pretty bad. If I had anything I wanted to say, like, he was great on the podcast, and he makes good content. Yeah. But the video he had, I don't know what it was. It was all
just kind of questions, really.
There were questions, and the video to me got boring. Like, it took me like 2 or 3 times watching to actually get all the way through the video. And maybe I like have a bad, attention, but like, I feel like the video itself, if presented better and like edited better, would have had more impact anyways. And then people were like, some people, what was your opinion? He had added his like humor to it.
And it was holy guacamole.
some people hated.
I love that.
Some people hate his humor because it's like so corny.
Oh man, I think like holy guacamole became a meme for a while, and I'm sure he's getting like some publicity from that. So I'm sure he's like really happy with the way things turned out. Because like, even if you make a bad video and like people are one-sided against you, at least you got the publicity, and like now when you make another video, it's gonna get more people watching it and interested. So I'm sure VWQ's happy about the way things turned out, even if it didn't really necessarily turn out perfect for him.
He got publicity, and in the end, that's kind of what matters on the YouTube scene anyways, I suppose. What was kind of, I feel like his videos aren't bad, but you have to take them with a grain of salt, because most of his videos are speculation on things. Like, they seem to be like, well, I think maybe he's thinking this way, or what if he was thinking this way? And it's like, well, it's harder for me to latch onto because he doesn't present a lot of concrete evidence in his videos. His videos are very much, and that's his style. He did that with the zap tie situation. It was like, well, it could be this, and I think it might be this. And it was like different than the general opinion, which is what people respected him for. But at the same time, he was going off of what he felt, like speculation wise. And some of his points felt that way. Like it was his feelings rather than like concrete evidence, which is fine. I guess you either like it or you don't, kind of thing.
I agreed with everything you say.
Yeah, well put.
But
it was kind of the main point of the videos for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Was I have basically no idea.
VWQ was talking about how like, is Kavos being arrogant now that he's got like all this publicity from Keemstar, and like he's putting these memes on Twitter, and then Kavos comes back and he's like, no, I'm not being arrogant, I'm just doing it because it's funny. And that's essentially the whole thing wrapped up.
It's stupid.
How would posting memes be arrogant? How would posting memes be arrogant, Casey?
To me, Kavos has always seemed kind of arrogant. I thought that was just part of his like YouTube personality. Like, I'm a dick and I'm kind of arrogant. And it's like, okay, well, cool. Like, maybe it's just like I'm used to the Keemstar thing, but I'm cool with like people being like, I'm a jerk. I don't care. That's it, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, oh, he's kind of a jerk sometimes. So well, but
yeah,
it's hard because I landed, and even though like I know VWQ from the podcast, I landed like straight in the middle because I didn't like there was like no side I was on. I felt like, if anything, I thought Kavos' video was slightly funnier, but he was also more brutal in like some of his jokes, and they hit home a little bit more for me. But in overall video structure, they're both kind of just okay. Like,
all right.
What do you feel?
Well, who do I like about their content?
Yeah, I mean, did you land on a certain side?
Not really. I mean, part of me, I kind of want to lean towards Kavos a bit, just because I feel like I mean, all VWQ really was doing was just kind of posting questions, and it's just kind of like Kavos answered most of the questions, and that was it. But, I don't know. I don't think Kavos is being entirely like, oh yeah, I'm not arrogant at all, guys. No, I think he's probably pretty pumped up about, being freaking recognized by Keemstar. And then
I would be. I mean,
yeah,
people on the YouTube seem to have a problem when somebody gets like a shout out. Like they get really resentful towards them being shouted out.
Yeah, people seem to just be getting jealous. And speaking of jealousy, I think that's a good way to segue into this next topic. Lads on tour. So
I have no idea what this topic's about either.
Okay, so basically you have the Brotherhood, right? You have this group of commentators calling themselves the Brotherhood, and it's just a group. I think people have been saying, oh, it's just a Skype chat, and it's amazing how one Skype chat can cause this much drama. So it's like, okay, so it's like a private little group, and then I guess other people wanted to make their own private little group. I think I know ML Joe was a part of Lads on Tour, right? And then VWQ as well, I think, maybe? I might be wrong about that. I know VWQ and ML Joe are buddies since they have a podcast that they're starting soon.
The Royal Guard. Oh, that's what it's called.
You've explained it better than I've just seen thousands of tweets saying, Lads on Tour, guys, Lads on Tour. I'm like, what is this? I'm so confused. And somebody
basically
did some half explanation.
People thought that it was like Lads on Tour was going to go like against the Brotherhood, but no, not really. Lads on Tour is just kind of like a funny meme for people to like post on Twitter, and it's nothing more than just people like really shit posting. Not saying it's shit, but it's
I mean, you have to admit though, like if you think about it, the meme itself really isn't got that much going for it. It's kind of like almost like all the guys are like, hey, inside joke, and the other guy's like, hey, inside joke, and they're like, let's just make this funny. And maybe I'm like a little bit jaded by it, but like I read them and I was like, okay. Like it felt a little bit forced to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I came into it late and was confused. But or maybe because like the 30 tweets in a row said Lads on Tour, and I was like sick of this already.
Yeah, I think it was just people making a bigger deal out of it than it really was. So that's what that was about.
Man, we're just pumping through these topics.
There you go.
Now, live action Lion King.
No, wait. No. We don't need to talk about that. Shoot. Why did I write that down?
I didn't even know there was a live action Lion King.
No. We're not talking about that.
Oh,
that's old news.
Oh.
That's old news. No. Yeah, pay no attention to that part.
Why'd you delete that?
Oh. What? Did you really want to talk about live action Disney movies? I haven't even seen like Beauty and the Beast.
Is there a live action Lion King?
They're making it, yeah.
Oh, they're making
a live action Lion King, which that is stupid because live action kids is when you have the actor in with a camera, right? But this is just going to be CGI lions, which guess what CGI stands for? CG. Oh wait, there's no A in CGI. It's animation, okay? It's a kind of animation. Fuck off.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever.
Stands for.
I forgot what CGI stands for. All right.
Computer
But anyway,
graphics?
CGI is animation, so it's still an animated movie. But people are like, oh man, it's a live action movie.
Computer-generated graphics, I'm pretty sure, is what it stands for.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Not CGI?
No, wait.
Stands
CGI.
for CGI.
What's the I stand for? Hold on, I'm Googling this. CGI
interface.
Stands for interface.
Computer-generated
computer-generated imagery. All
just
right.
throwing out words. I guess I have no idea.
There you go. I learned something today, and maybe you did too.
Computer generated intersex. I don't know. Yeah. CGI stands for CGI. That's the best thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna tweet that right now.
Wow.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll
Anyways,
retweet it later.
Oh yeah. Oh, I look. We ended up talking about it. Anyways, it is
Okay, yeah. Thanks for bringing it up.
Beauty and the Beast was pretty good though. I didn't mind it.
I haven't seen it.
I
I've
mean,
heard
it
it's good. I also heard that they cut out one of the songs. Which song was it? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know which song it was because I didn't see the movie.
They added a new song.
They should have had every single song. Just saying. Did they have Gaston though? Did they have Gaston's song?
Yeah,
That's
that
important.
part's pretty great.
Okay, good.
And his gay buddy.
His gay buddy.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forget what his name
LaFou
is.
or something like that. LaFou.
Oh yeah, probably
William
some
Dafoe.
French name. Frenchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that when
It's pretty
I
good.
can.
Just take a chick to go see it. She'll be like, "Oh yeah, Disney, sweet."
Yeah, it seems like Disney's doing this for all their animation videos.
Oh, Bambi!
Movies.
You could see like his mother actually, like CGI mother get shot.
Oh yeah. Wow, that'd be crazy. That could scar some kids.
They're like, "Whoa, that looked like a real deer," but it wasn't because it was CGI. They used real animals. That'd be sick. Like sick as in like not good.
Like in that one documentary where like they threw lemurs off the cliff.
Oh, what's that? What's
What?
that movie that's like banned in like a ton of countries?
Wait, Madagascar? That's the only... Oh, no, that's not Disney. I'm sorry. What were you talking about, Toucan?
It was some movie. Oh wow, it was some movie.
Oh, Astro's got to go.
Yeah, some movie that was like banned in several states where they like real animals got injured in it, and there was
Wow.
like rape and stuff.
Rape?
I
Wait,
mean,
so like
not real
animal
I
rape
think
or
it's like-
not?
No, no, not animal.
Not real rape.
Not bestiality as far as
Okay,
I
what
can-
kind of rape are we talking about then?
I don't know. Human rape, I think. I don't
Holy
really
crap.
remember. The movie is called Cannibal Holocaust, I think is what it's called. Oh.
Oh, what a name. Jeez. Yeah.
You never heard of old Cannibal Holocaust?
That's like the worst couple things that you could probably pair together. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you'd
Like,
like
what's
this
the-
movie. If you just search it on Google
Yeah, I
Images
probably
real
wouldn't.
quick. There's a lot of nudity as well.
No, that's okay.
The poster
I'll
has
pass.
like this woman with like a pole like going up inside of her and then out of her mouth, like through
Yeah, it doesn't sound like my kind of movie.
through her butt and out her mouth, and there's like blood everywhere, and she's naked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that one.
No, I've not seen it actually, but I know it's banned in a bunch of countries.
That's crazy. I'm surprised that we still have banned movies.
Yeah, it came out in 1980.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
don't know if
there's
it's
even
banned in
like,
USA.
well, like we don't ban, Two Girls, One Cup, and that's gross.
This is gross.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's not really. That's not the level of.
It's like not.
just
It's offensive, I guess, but not really
blood
like
and gore.
offensive towards like race. I mean, it's weird because most racist stuff can kind of like you can get away with, and your movie won't get banned. But if it's like overly,
Oh, yeah, like-
overly violent or overly sexual, is when something tends to get banned.
Huh.
I think.
Overly sexual?
Well, like rape
But-
type stuff. I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or,
Yeah, stuff that's,
if
like,
If it's
illegal.
like actual,
guess.
like penetration type stuff. Like if it's like showing people actually having sex.
Well, it
or
only
they're, like-
gets
gets-
it only gets rated like X or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
and then no one sees it. Yeah.
yeah, because then no theater is gonna have a rated X movie.
Yeah, I feel slightly weird walking into a rated X movie anyways. Be like, yeah, I'm here,
Yeah.
here for the story.
I'm just here for the story, guys. You walk in, you're like, it's just the story. I had to know.
I mean,
I
then
heard it's a
again,
good story.
Clockwork Orange was rated X, I think, and that has a pretty interesting story.
I don't know what Clockwork X is.
Clockwork Orange. It's
okay.
I've
heard of it.
Yeah, it's
Still
a movie
don't know.
with
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
the guy from Hannibal plays in it. What's his face? I don't remember.
Hannibal. Oh,
Yeah,
you mean the
Silence of the
TV
Lambs.
show?
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
but no, the movies though. The guy from the movies.
You said actor. You were talking about the actor. Are you
Yeah.
talking about the actor from Silence of the Lambs or
Yes.
the actor from Hannibal? Because they're different,
There's
right?
two. Yeah, there's two movies though. Like there's a I won't say cartoon series. There's a show series called Hannibal, and then there's three movies. One's called Hannibal, one's called Silence of the Lambs, and one's called Hannibal Rising. I don't remember.
Cannibal Holocaust, the cartoon series.
Please don't type that in.
Don't Google that, kids. All right, so did we want to talk about the Daddy-O 5 thing?
Maybe we should talk about that in the next podcast. What time are we running at? We're running at. You want to keep it? You want to do a shorter podcast?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Keep it tight because we lost one.
Well, let's just talk about. We brought it up. We might as well talk about it because it's gonna be old news by the time we get a second one out. Let's be honest.
They released a new video that they were saying the police are investigating. Well, okay, wait. I should give context
Okay, first of all, what's going on? Who is Daddy-O 5?
He's a daddy of 5 children.
Oh,
yeah, now
that
the
makes
more
sense.
You know. Yeah, he basically there's this YouTube channel, and they do vlogs, but mostly they do these like pranks on their children. But there's no way to describe kind of the videos without like saying it's like very very like abusive. Like they're swearing and screaming at their kids, and the kids are crying, and
geez.
it doesn't look like actual like acting. Like they tried to play it off like their kids were acting. But if you watch the videos, which the videos after Philip DeFranco basically called them out, they're like, "This is horrible," because he's like a super like, you know, he's against children. He's a pretty good dad.
He's a dad,
as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is horrible," and so then they were getting a lot of flack. And then they released.
I want to say this really quick. Good for him. Good for Philip DeFranco. Usually he's like super like just in the middle of every argument.
Yeah, he usually
like he never takes a side, but no.
Yeah.
This now he's doing something. He's calling people out. Well, he's calling one person out.
Yeah.
Family.
The dad and the mom.
And
they're both really bad actually. If you look up, we were talking about Kavos earlier. He's got a pretty good video on it. So if you could look up his video, he's got a pretty well organized video if you want to see what it's about. Basically though, like then they released after all this flack, and then they got interviewed by Keemstar. Then they released the video apology, which was like a half apology because most of the video they ended up just blaming Philip. They're like, well, if this Philip DeFranco guy didn't, cause all of this, then we wouldn't be in all this trouble and stuff. So like people were like, okay, well, it's not his fault that you're bad parents. Like, he
really?
just
They
called
blamed
you out
him? That's the stupidest thing. What?
It's like, we only want the best thing for our kids. It's like, well, people see like these abusive. There's like one where there's one clip where he pushes his like young son, and he like gets pushed into like a bookshelf. Like his face like hits it. Like it's pretty bad. It's hard to watch.
I haven't seen any of this. I've only heard that they made the younger kids like
slap his sister.
Yeah, they made him like slap his sister,
but
or
he didn't
punch
just like
his
slap
sister or
like,
something.
Full on like slapped her hard. Like that was hard to watch too.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's pretty rough. It's their videos are hard to watch for sure. But they're gone now. They're deleted. They deleted like all their videos, and then they put up one more apology video where they actually apologized and were like, "This is our fault. We're getting counseling, this and that," which is good. Seems kind of fake, but who knows? And then
What are they gonna do now? Like,
I guess
they have a
last
ton of subscribers and then no content they're
last I
planning on.
heard, the police were investigating them, and since they had no videos, they were like struggling to find proof of any of this. So,
oh geez,
Philip was
so they
like,
didn't even.
Well, Philip,
I thought they were doing this for like out of the good of their hearts.
I don't know.
They're just doing it to dodge the cops.
Probably.
Fucking shady ass family over here.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the cops are coming. We never had a YouTube. What are you talking about? Yeah, so they deleted, but it didn't matter because Philip was like tweeting about it, and like so many people after it got really upset and probably figured they were going to delete it and saved a bunch of their videos to their computer. So if the police actually need evidence, people have like a bunch of people have like their whole collection of videos stockpiled on their computer, which is cool. I mean, that's one nice thing about the internet.
Yeah. It's set in stone.
When somebody gets upset about something, or when there is like an uproar about something, everybody just like gets really upset, and you can count those people to kind of like lose any credibility most of the time. Especially
who?
And on YouTube in general, it seems like when somebody really screws up, they have a really hard time getting on the bandwagon, like getting back up. It's just the community.
Well, I'd say it's a mixed bag because, like, I don't know. There's been a lot of YouTubers that have been like they've bounced back.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Leafy. He lost a lot from his like exposed video. Not that he's even in the same boat.
Exposed video. I mean, content cop video.
Yeah, he's not really in the same. But like, you know, Zaptai, I don't know where he'd be because he hasn't uploaded more content. If he had started again,
I think that he would have been fine if he just started uploading again.
Yeah,
but poor guy has got some like anxiety problems. So you know, I hope that he goes back to uploading because everybody deserves a second chance. Maybe.
Yeah.
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 I think he gets a second chance.
I mean, at least he can still upload videos. Like, nobody's going to be like, hey, you're morally questionable. You can't upload content anymore. Like, okay. He can still upload videos.
Nah, YouTube's not that, like, on the ball with... the
behind the scenes. Like, this is stuff that happened in his personal life, not really anything to do with his content itself.
Yeah, most of this happened on Twitter. It wasn't even, like... discussed. Was it discussed on YouTube? I mean, other than VWQ's video
stuff like this happens all the time in like Hollywood. Like you hear like this person's a douche and this person's a dick and he did this and this horrible thing.
Oh yeah, like Dan Schneider.
But then like a lot of the times they're like, okay, well, and then they just get publicity for it and they just keep going. Like it doesn't matter. But on YouTube, it's a little bit more like, I guess maybe because their creators are closer to like
Dan Schneider did iCarly. Apparently, he's like a pedophile.
Allegedly. He did iCarly? Oh.
Just to let you know.
Everybody should know that Dan Schneider is a pedophile. I did not know that.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Dan Schneider. Fat.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Just saying Dan Schneider's
Hollywood.
Fat.
Yeah, so Hollywood's messed up.
Yeah,
glad that we're using that as an example. Oh yeah, it's fine because Hollywood's messed up. No, yeah,
that's a pretty bad example.
It's always been this way. It's cool.
Yeah, no, probably a bad example, but still,
no,
it's good that people get called out. I think it was my point. I would kind of veered off the rails a little bit there. Like, and then there's like, hey,
yeah, we're back to talking about Zaptai. What the heck?
Hey,
how do we get to here? Zaptai is such a... Toxic just sent me a picture of Dan Schneider hugging iCarly. Yeah.
So that's pretty much our view on the topic, right? Did you have anything else you want to say about Daddy-O?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. No.
I
don't have anything to talk about.
I hope they either become better parents, or that they
I hope they do something that's not child abuse, and then they can,
either
make
their
content
kids
that's
don't
not
get abused by their parents, or the legal system's screwy, but they get something better anyways. Like,
yeah.
For the kids' sake, I just hope whatever is best for them, and I think that's what everybody's saying.
Maybe they'll just stop making YouTube videos, and then that'll be it.
That might be the last we hear.
That might happen.
They pull it to Buscus, and then just like 2 years from now, just like start uploading.
What, are they just gonna make gaming videos? They could do that. I guess
it's kind of like a profitable area of YouTube.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because I think that's actually really popular. Some kids, some like really, really young kids that they get, they record them playing the game.
Yeah,
wasn't there? There was like that one kid who played like Angry Birds. Everybody's like, "Oh man, he's like 11, and he's a Let's Player."
GTA 5 next. I don't know. All right.
Cool.
Well, I think I'm tired.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for listening. This has been the Let's Rant podcast. We're coming back, making more.
Thanks.
We're not dead.
We're a little rusty, but we'll get back on that.
Thanks for all those comments that were asking whether or not we had died, and we're not.
If you made it this far, type below baited ripoff, please. Because we get a lot of those comments where they're like, they're just a podcast because of baited. So
I mean, kind of.
I guess.
Not entirely wrong. That's how we like discussed things. It's kind of how we formed.
I feel like mine was maybe more Hot Wet Soup, and then like baited, I started listening to it after Hot Wet Soup. But I like podcasts. I've always liked podcasts. But I think I've said that a bunch of times, which is
I like podcasts.
Is like I've always wanted to make a podcast, and then I saw that people talked about YouTube news, and I was like, "Hey, let's do the same thing."
I wish Hot Wet Soup was still going, but oh well.
Yeah, now they got the like really crazy trending topic.
Oh yeah, the trending topic. Okay, I want to talk about this really quick.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I know you're probably tired and you're like, "Oh, let's end the podcast." But the trending topic, holy crap, they really need to figure something out, because right now it's just pandemonium, and like it's just not good anymore. I don't know.
They barely talk about any subjects at all. Like, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah. It's kind of like a complete crap fest. They're just like, blah, 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 jokes, which is fine because jokes are funny, but it's less of a trending topic most of the time than it is like them joking around as the dudes. I feel like.
Yeah.
Which is
because that's why you went to listen to them, is to hear about the drama recently.
I mean, but they now still get into it like 20 minutes in, so.
Yeah.
I guess it's not bad to me. It's different, for sure. It's less like structured.
Yeah, but the last one was just them like joking about, "Oh man, guys, I gotta go back and I gotta find a real job," and that was it. That was the whole thing, was just them joking about how much they missed, making money. And now they're not as much.
Good podcast. I don't know. I haven't watched their like like a Minecraft Let's Play. I did not watch that.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a stream?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
Was that an actual video? Holy crap! Like I saw a pig was streaming it.
It's like a 30 or 40-minute video.
I was actually kind of annoyed because he, I don't know, he got a donation, and the donation said, "Hey, could you unironically sing one of the Minecraft like parody songs?" And then like Pig was just like, "No, I'm not doing that." I was like, "Come on." Come on.
Yeah, you could have.
You should have done it.
Like
you should have done it. It was like $5.
Yeah, I feel like it's in his personality. He could pull it off pretty easily. So
yeah, he's got a good voice.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like. Sometimes he seems really cool, and then other times he seems kind of douchey.
He seems different, honestly. He seems really different ever since the whole Hot Wet Soup breakup.
Yeah. I do like his content more now, where he just like makes fun of vines. I don't
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for sticking around with the Let's Rant podcast.
Where we talk crap about other podcasts that are bigger than us, apparently.
I mean,
no, we don't.
We'll try not to make a habit of that. But
no,
we're just giving our opinions. And that's all this is our opinions.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. And we rant, and then we opinion.
We get really mad. Really angry. I get really tired and I just mumble off about whatever.
And then I talk about how chapstick expires and... Oh, wait, I didn't even talk about that on the podcast. I learned today that chapstick expires. Isn't that crazy? I have this chapstick that I have had for like years and years and years, and I can't find the expiration date on it. Well, so I don't know...
I'll tell you what you need to do.
I don't know if it might not work anymore. I might have been putting expired chapstick that's ineffective.
I'll tell you what you need to do. Instead of chapstick, screw that crap, right?
Okay.
You get a Twinkie, and you cut off the tip of the Twinkie, and you splurge that like white stuff all over your mouth, and then use that as chapstick.
That's terrible.
All the women will be on you like fast. They'll be like, "Ooh, I want to lick that white stuff off your mouth," and you'll be like, "Yeah."
That's probably the worst advice I've heard all day.
You know, that's amazing. I want an animation of that.
Oh yeah, I can muster up an animation, a quick little. All right.
Well, on that note, my great idea of Twinkie chapstick, because Twinkies my idea makes sense because Twinkies last like indefinitely; they never expire. So you have never expiring chapstick.
Yeah, but that's not how this is. That doesn't help your lips. The point of chapstick is to help your lips.
It moistens them up. You put Twinkie white stuff all over your lips, you'll be good to go.
I don't think that would work. Chapstick's chemically meant to help your lips not get dry. Twinkie juice is just Twinkie juice.
Yeah, but like you're about to go in to make out, and maybe the Twinkie juice is the better option if your girl likes Twinkies. I don't know. She's probably fat if that's the case. I don't know.
Whoa, we fat shaming? No. We fat shaming the character you made up that likes to lick Twinkie stuffing?
Yeah, she's probably really. I mean, I'm imagining an obese woman if her like idea of a sexy time is licking Twinkie juice off of someone's mouth. That sounds.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be like a deal breaker.
It's a weird kink.
With me. Yeah, that is a weird kink.
You're like, all right, I'm naked. Let's do this. And they're like, okay, just cut all these Twinkies in half. Just put these all over your body, please. And you're like, well, what? Just do it.
I think anything food related, because I don't know. It's just like just having food around while you're trying to get intimate, like that just sounds distracting.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, you could, unless you got like a big thick thunder, like a big chicken wing, or like a chicken leg, like then you can just like hold it with one hand and like chomp on it.
What?
Yeah.
You're saying chicken legs are sexy now?
Yeah.
What?
Primal instincts. You go back to like barbarian times. I'm sure they had lots of chicken wing. Like a big turkey leg in their hand, and they were like, yeah.
Okay, what is sexy about like
manly?
Going
They're
back
like, it's like a club. And that's like clubs signify like brute force, and brute force is manly. Yeah.
So you're saying that men have to become more like Neanderthals in order to be sexy?
Yeah, I mean, you ever watch like those bodybuilder videos? They're like, men have to be man, like they have to be aggressive and this or that.
Grunt.
You grunt a lot, yeah. Like you're playing tennis, I don't know, and then you eat like a big turkey leg, and then like
get like a unibrow.
Yeah, I mean,
freeze yourself in
a little
ice.
Bit manlier than like if she's like,
oh, that would be a perfect way to ask somebody to like a dance or something. You freeze yourself in ice holding a sign that says like dance with a question mark, and they deliver you to her front lawn.
What?
And she's like, "Oh man, that's hot, I guess." Well, according to Toxic, anyway.
That's like a really weird. Did you just make that off the top of your head? Like,
well, yeah, you're the one saying that Neanderthals are like the sexy like image that men should be going for. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
well, I mean, think about it. If she's like on all four, and you just got like a plate on her back, and you're just like eating steak. That's like a little, I don't know. That's like more classy than just like what you would assume manly,
Did you know that there's like restaurants where you can eat off of like women?
Oh.
I learned this from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, there's places, I think they might be like a Chinese thing, that where you just eat off of
like
people.
Sushi? That'd be cool.
Well, sushi's Japanese.
Oh.
So maybe.
Yeah, I guess I'm retarded. Chinese would be like,
I don't know. They could always bring in.
Chinese would be like saucy.
If
That'd be like you'd have to find the person through all the sauce. Like
saucy.
Yeah,
what?
Chinese food's got a lot of sauce.
What kind of sushi are you eating?
Chinese?
No, it's not.
Chinese. It's got a lot of sauce. Like, yeah.
Well, like orange chicken?
Yes. It has a ton of
Actually, yeah, that would be really messy.
It'd be really gross.
I don't know what.
I feel like
what
sushi
food
would be like
you eat off of?
Sushi would be like simple. Like I could put like a sushi on my nipple and then like
mashed potatoes. Would that be? Maybe not.
Hey, you could be like that. You could have like a man boob or a boob, and you could just put like a sushi under it, and then it'd be like secret hidden sushi, and then you'd be like, hey, there's an extra, and then it'd be under your man boob.
Wait, what?
We're eating food off of people, remember?
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you missed one, and then you.
Yeah, but usually it's women, not to make like gender stereotypes or anything, but usually it's the women that get food eaten off of them.
I suppose that doesn't work if they're Asian, then.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, I was waiting to see your reaction. I was waiting to see your reaction. I'm sorry.
All right, this has gone on too long. We were like, oh yeah, this will be a quick one. Oh yeah, it was just short little half an hour.
We talked
podcast.
about a bunch of topics.
Light.
It's called. We talk about a bunch of actual topics really fast, and then we get really off topic near the center of the podcast, and at the end we just talk about nonsense, complete nonsense. The podcast.
Yeah, Astro's gonna listen back to this and be like, wow, they went on forever without me. Like, holy crap, I expected them to wrap this up.
Yeah, like, nope, they talked about Twinkies. Like Twinkies were a thing to talk about. Like,
Yep.
I'm going to tell everybody in the comments to skip to the end. For the best juicy part. All right.
Okay.
We can end it now. End my life.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.
All right, bye, guys.